Good morning. I will give a little tutorial again, and I call this tutorial the questioning tutorial, or guitar questions. So this is designed for those who already play some chords, can already sing songs for guitar, and who already enjoy playing guitar. And even some of you are already better than me, more skillful than me. But I think this is a unique tutorial. I did not even hear this tutorial in YouTube, and it's some of the questions. Normally, when we are learning guitar, especially for those who want to really be good, to improve their skills, they will have a lot of questions. But I really admire some people. They learn guitar, they just enjoy, have fun with their song, and they're so spontaneous, and they have no questions. I love those type of people. I wish I am that kind of people who don't question. But me, I also question. That's why I want to share to you some of the questions that I question myself in guitar, and probably you will also question if you want to learn some more with guitar. So one of my questions in guitar is why some people can really, they just hold their guitar and they can get the music right away. For me, I need to read the chord chart so that I can sing. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride away. Why do I need to look at the guitar chart? But some guitarists, they can just listen to it and then they play. So my answer for that is because they practice. Because when you were practicing, when you were singing, you were always reading the chord chart. So the skill that you develop is how to read the chord chart. While the other guys, that's why when they hear the song, they can pick up right away, because when they were playing guitar, they were listening to their feelings, to the chord, and they develop their listening. That's why they develop the skill of listening, while you were able to develop your skill in looking at, because you're always looking at the chord chart. That's why you develop the skill of reading the chord chart, but they develop the skill of listening. Why? Because they were listening. What if you want to be like them? Actually, me, I'm also weak at listening because I did not develop that. So if you want to be like them, they were able to develop their listening. They just hear the song and they can catch up. If you want to learn that way, you also try to always listen. Don't always read chord chart. You listen and try, and sometimes you will not get the exact chord. You will have a different chord. But what is important really in playing is you enjoy your music, and you play what you can, and you enjoy, just like you enjoy what you have, like things. When you have a motorcycle, you enjoy your Honda motorcycle. Later on, you will have a Vios, then you'll have a Mercedes. But what's important is you enjoy. So the same with guitar, you just enjoy what you know first, and you develop your listening. So in short, whatever you practice is what you will develop. Just like whatever you plant is what you will harvest. So don't read and then you expect to develop your hearing. If you want to develop your hearing, just listening the song and you can catch up, then you practice your hearing. For me, I did not develop hearing. Actually, my being a guitarist is even just an accident. I didn't really plan to be a guitarist. But when I was young, I had so much imagination. There's no internet in my time. In my time, there's no internet, and I really don't know But I heard about America, I heard about Thailand, other countries. I want to travel to other countries, and all I know is guitar. It's also an accident why I become a guitarist, because my mom is a different. I have a different mom. She thinks that she wants that her decision will be followed. She forced me to learn piano, and I don't like to learn piano. But I want to run away from piano, but I cannot never run away from her because she will force. So I made an escape. I learned guitar. So that's how I become guitarist, because I want to travel. And now that I'm adult and almost, I think almost old age already, few years, I still middle, but going to old age, I'm happy that I have guitar, because when I'm very old, I have nothing to do, I can just sit down and sing a song remembering my past. Because life is really like that. When we were young, we were always imagining about our future. Now we are old. When we are old like me now, I am always remembering my past. That's why one of my past is my guitar learning. That's why I'm sharing you my past, because I'm already old. I want to share. So another question in guitar: how come some people? How come when I change from D chord, I will go to G chord? How come it takes a lot of time? And A chord, how come? How come for others so fast? How come for others they can change chords right so fast? While me, if I change chord, it's very slow. I still have to think a lot. You know why? The answer is because they spend a lot of time doing that. They were practicing guitar, and maybe you were counting your money because you were a businessman. Or maybe they were practicing their guitar, and maybe you are a teacher and you were teaching at school. You are a teacher because you want to make money. So that's why you become a good in teaching. That's why you become rich. You were a businessman. You were busy counting your money. That's why you were able to learn how to build buildings, because you were an engineer and they were practicing. So my point is, they were practicing. They spent time with that. That's why they can change chords faster compared to you, because of the time they spend, and also they practice in that skill, while you are practicing a different skill. That's the reason. And also, I cannot deny that in life we also have talent. We also have talent. Some have a talent in just moving their fingers. Like some have talent in basketball. Some have talent in bodily movement. Some can dance. It's just natural. When they were young, they were already dancing. Nobody teach them. They were already hitting guitar strings. Nobody teach them. So also one reason is that maybe, for assuming you learn guitar from zero. Okay, two of you learn guitar from zero for 2 months, and the other guy already can learn a lot of songs, and you, assuming this will never happen in real life, but assuming you had the same time, the same hard work, the same 2 months time learning, and then the other guy learned more and you don't learn. So probably he was lucky that he has a natural ability in what do you call that, maybe motor skill, in controlling his fingers, his bodily movement, while maybe you have a different talent. Maybe your talent is more of analyzing the logic in life, analyzing what's going on in space, but I don't know about the talent. But anyway, what I'm talking here is that I suggest that if you want to have a happy, contented life, and you think that guitar is not for you, then don't expect. You can enjoy guitar and have fun, but don't expect that you will be like your friend, because maybe he was created for that by nature. Just like some frogs, frogs are designed to be in the pole. Some are eagles, they can fly. Some are monkeys, they can climb. They can eat bananas, they can climb coconut. So I suggest that you find out, if you believe in God, you find out what's God's purpose for you physically in this world. Maybe you will be an engineer, maybe you will be a scientist, maybe you will not be a guitarist. So that's my other answer on the question, is why some people can do it and faster and you cannot do it. But you know but you know what is really clear, what is clear is that what is clear to my experience is that talent is just the very little percentage when you want to learn something, because it's like a tank. It's just like a tank. The more you put, for example, you want your knowledge with guitar, whatever you put knowledge, because talent will only help others faster. They can put information faster. That's knowledge. That's the talent. They can put knowledge faster. But in the end, when the real playing style and the way you will develop, it's not really how talented you are, how talented I am. It's from experience. Because when I look at myself, if comparing with talent, I'm really one of the lowest talent when it comes to guitar. Me, myself. See, I learned elementary. I still learned elementary. I was brought by some friends to have concert in other countries. Spoon feed. I don't really even know what I was playing. I don't know that I was playing chord A. I just memorized because I don't have talent. I cannot understand. And then I played. I memorized. Until now I still can memorize. That was just from my memory. But however, because of too much playing, I still have the skill in my hand. But what I am saying, that when talking about talent, it's not really about talent. It's about how you repeat and how committed you are. You are committed. When you say committed, that I will play guitar now, I'm still elementary, I'm still high school, I will play this until I become old. That's commitment. You really decide to make guitar part of your life, or violin, or let's say most of my friends, the people I know, play basketball. They are committed to that. They buy jersey, they buy basketball shoes. To them, that investment is very good, and the time they spend for that is very good because they are committed. So the most important, if you want to be good at guitar, is your commitment and your practice and commitment. And it's not really the talent, because in the real life already, talent will not be measured. What is measured is what you know, what you have, and what you experience. That's why talent is just secondary. So another question is that, why, another guitar question, why some guitarists, they can right away find C here, C is only here, but some guitarists can find C here, and it's still C. How come they can find C here, and there's C here, and when they go here, there's C also. They can also find C here. How come? Or G, they can also find G here. G. How come they can find D, and they can find D here, they can find D here, and they can find chord D here? How come they can find A here, A, and A here? So, you know, when you have a little knowledge, when you already know D, A, and G, then later on when you memorize this, it will be easier to add. So the answer to that is they already have a lot of chords. They already have a lot of knowledge compared to you. That's why you cannot automatically be like them. In short, before you will know that, you will learn D, A, and G. You have to learn C, because there's no really shortcut. There is a fast way. There is a hard work, a way to work hard, but there is really no shortcut and magic. Maybe there is magic, but that's only a few percentage in the world, not even 1%. Maybe some spiritual things, but if you really want to learn, it's really no shortcut. You have to really do your homework. Yeah. So see here, see here, see here. And one thing also is that when you're learning something, don't complicate things. Don't complicate things. The most important is you simplify. You simplify things, not complicate. And you always start with what you like. You like the songs. You like that song, you learn that song. I know that is normal to majority of people. You will only learn what you want. You will only sing what you love, and you will only think about what you want and what you love. But you know, we are in the world of comparison. That's better, that fashion, that style is better. That's why we are tempted to, even we don't like that song, we're tempted to learn. And we don't like that song, we want to compare with some guitarists. But that's the normal problem. But the natural human being is we only care about what we want, what we love to sing, or what our friends, our people we love to sing. We will sing for them, so they will be happy. But normally we will just sing what will make us happy. So that is the simple way of learning. Not that you have to learn to impress. Before you impress, of course it's nice feeling to impress other people through your guitar talent. But impressing them is only secondary. What is important is you enjoy your music, you build your skills, and you have fun, and you impress yourself first. When you can impress yourself, you can make yourself happy. It's easier to make others happy and impress. But there's really no way that to play guitar so to impress others, because we really cannot impress others. However, sometimes when we play good music, others will be impressed sometimes. And you know why they are impressed? Because they can feel that we love, and our music is real, and we love our music, and because we ourselves is being impressed by our music, and our good impression reflects on their impression. That's why they will impress our music, and they will also love our music. Of course, I am not the right person to say that, because very few love my music, and I did not really become like some legendary guitars or some really skillful popular guitarists. But because of this tutorial, sometimes my mind, in a spontaneous way, my mind goes to that kind of thinking. That's why I want to share also with you, because that's really part of the questions in guitar. What are the questions? So one thing also is that the guitar have lines. Yeah, have lines. So when you go here, this is the 5th fret, this one 7th fret, 8th fret. So as you master the line, especially 1 until 12, you will, because the first, the open string until the 12th, that is the same note. So for example, this is C. When you are in the end here, this is C also. So when you, but the problem of this, see? So if this is D, See, this is the nut. This is open, right? So assuming this is also open, the 12, because it ends with 12. It ends with the 12. So when this is D, this is also D. A. So this is also A. That's why you have to cover here. But that's later on when you have developed some chords here. Okay, another question is why some people when they sing when they sing with the guitar mainly will like their song, while me and I like me and me when I sing only few people will like my song. That's a question I had, but I already answered that. I want to share to you my answer. Some people when they sing, oh, they're playing so easy. That's very easy chord. I have a skill like that. But why they can, many people will like their songs. And me, only my girlfriend will like my song. And sometimes only my mother, because my mother is forced to like my song, even probably she don't like my song because she has no choice. She's my mother. Or my girlfriend, my wife. How come only my wife and my children will like my song, but some people when they sing, many will like their song? So the answer to that is, in this world we are influenced by money. So when somebody is very rich already, whatever they sing, many will love them, because we have in the world we have the money respect. Another is, how come they sing very simple chords and then many people, because you know they have the skill, they have developed another skill. It's not only their singing and skill and their guitar. That's what we see. Oh, very simple chord, very easy song. Everybody, millions of people will shout when they sing, because first of all they have money. The next, they have developed this relational skill. Me, I don't have a lot of friends. Me, nobody. In my feeling, I have only very few friends, and some of my real friends, maybe not even 10. Maybe only around 10, or not even 20 in my lifetime that I can really say my real friends, and some of them already died. But some people, they have the skill of friendship, because me, I don't have the skill of friendship. I expect that only few will like my because I don't have skill of friendship, while they have the skill of friendship. That's why whatever they sing, whatever simple chords, many will like their song, because the meaning of their song reflects to the heart of the people, while my song will never reflect, because you don't like me, because you're not my friend, because I cannot touch your heart, I cannot touch your life. While the other singers, the popular singers, the well known in the world guitarists, they many will like their songs, because they have built the ability to make friendship with people, and that's another skill. They are social skills, and it really has nothing to do with the simple song. And also the people with social skills, they're filled with love, because when you have a lot of friends, you are filled with love. So when you sing with love, with courage, with confidence, with security, because you have many friends, many authentic friends, then you can express your song, and your song will become better. And that's why, wow, your song will really sound so good. And it's very simple chord, but when we hear them, as if we already know them, because they are filled with love. And that's the answer to that question. So in learning, another question, guitar question is, in learning, how can I learn fast? Why others are learning fast in chords, and then I learn slow? Because the most important, in anything, you always remember, our mind is very limited. But sometimes the most important is, anything in the world is always measured into point, round. Everything is always round or square. See, when they make the car, it's round. or square. See, the wheel is round. The steering, what you call it, the one you drive is round. The engine part, you know, the engine, those inside the engine of a car, the shape is round. So mostly it's easier to think in a round. Even our shoes is square or round. So when you play the chord like C chord, it's like round or square. You always remember round or square, not triangle or not star. It's always round or square. So when you remember G, remember the square or the line. The square have lines or round. See this one. When you press the finger, it was in round. D, when you press your finger, it was in round when you curve. And A. But sometimes I cannot explain it well, but what I want to say is that when you remember something, it's easier to remember in a way, in a square. You think in a square way or in a round way. See, when the engineer built a building, they were starting the foundation. It's either they were thinking of something round to make the perfect round or square. Look at your cell phone. Your cell phone is shaped into square. Very few will make a cell phone that is triangle or star or rectangle. I know you're all much better than me in that things because I am a school dumb. I am a school dumb person, but I am not very dumb when it comes to street smart because I lived in the streets when I was young. I was with gamblers, I was with hustlers when I was young, and I learned some things from them. And one thing I learned is that in the world the shape is always round or always square. That's why when you learn something, you also always find out, you always try to remember, where is this square? Is this round? Which square is this chord? Oh, in this square. Okay, so which line? Oh, in this line. It's always line, square, or round that our mind can easily remember. That's why look at our body. Our nose is round. Of course, mine is flat and oblong, but that's not the topic. Or see, or it's not nicely shaped. But you can really see there's a square there, even if we are shaped in a bad way. Still the shape when it crosses, it's a little round or square. See, our head is round. So what I'm saying is, when we learn something, always remember that our natural thinking, human thinking, is always familiar with square and round. That's why our houses are either square or round. Our shoes is either square or round. And everything is always based, even guitar is always based in human, made from human. See, we want to increase our eyes. That's why we created glasses. We want to increase our shoes. That's why we created airplanes, we created cars. It's always started from our body. So we created guitar because we want to increase our heart. We want to increase our mouth. Because the tempo of our heart, we want to increase the tempo of our heart. That's why we get our tempo from our heart. We express the tempo of our heart to our guitar. And we're not really the same. Some of you are even, I'm just teaching you, I'm trying to give you tutor, but I think 95% of you are more talented with music compared to me. That's in my opinion, in guitar. And 97% of you have a better tempo with my heart. Because I don't think I have a good tempo in my heart. 97% of you have better tempo compared to me. However, I have practiced a lot for many years. I have a lot of experience, and of course that experience is also mine. That's also another story. And I have a lot of hard work with this. That's why I have built in my music tank, in my guitar tank, In my guitar tank, I have a lot, probably compared to many of you. But how about in my grammar tank? I only know noun and verb. I don't even know predicate. I don't even know pronoun, because I don't have that in my tank. So it's just the same story. So another question, what other questions in guitar? Melody. So how do you make melody? Jingle, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. And how will I make melody? How come some guitarists can play fingerstyle? They can create melody and I cannot. So again, you have to know the lines. So square, you think by square, or in square there is a line, okay? In round there is a curve, in square there is a line. So you try it's easier to think in square, in line, because the strings up in straight line. See, so in this line, going here is getting higher, and going back is getting lower. You discover it yourself until later on, oh, it's getting higher, oh, it's getting lower, until it becomes yourself, and then it becomes inside your tank, and oh, it's getting higher, and then you will learn first song, happy birthday to you, and then it will go to Jingle Bells, and the next you will have your favorite song, and then it will, oh, you will understand, oh, there's a relationship, oh, it's oh no, and then when it becomes 5 songs that you know, it becomes, and then 10, the 10th will be easier, and the 12th will be easier, and when you have a lot, it will become already as if it's already you, it's already your habit, it's just automatic, and you will find out that. So and then it started from the understanding that going there is higher, going back is getting lower, and then you mix it with chord, and then later on, but you have to really learn step by step, and then you will also realize that when you're playing chord C, the chord C is different from starting with chord D, and starting with chord E is different style. Oh, so the chord have also personality, just like people. Very hard to understand this person when it comes